So there's a major risk with Venezuela right now that's not getting enough attention. What if Maduro doesn't step down? What then? I mean, it's not easy to enact regime change from the air. What if that doesn't work? What if he doesn't negotiate to leave power? Do we double down, put boots on the ground, maybe special operations raids? Either one of those two is likely to put American lives at risk. Will the American public sign on to that? Or do we back away? Remove all these military assets we built up off the coast of Venezuela and risk looking weak in our own backyard. The Wall Street Journal did put together a pretty good article on this, talking about the high stakes in Venezuela, where right out the gate they say, look, Maduro's bad. He needs to go. And this would not be an American coup. The Venezuelan people elected the opposition party and Maduro stayed in power. That said, they said if Mr. Maduro refuses to leave and Trump shrinks from acting to depose him, Trump and the credibility of the United States will be the losers. Trump chose this showdown, and it will cost America and the region dearly if Maduro emerges triumphant. Now, quick note, when we talk about Maduro emerging triumphant, that is not talking about Venezuela defeating the U.S. military. There's a very, very low likelihood of that happening, to say the least. It's the survival of the Maduro regime that could be viewed, based off of all of these statements from Trump and government officials throughout the U.S., that Maduro needs to leave. So simply the survival of his regime could be viewed and likely will be presented as an American defeat. The Wall Street Journal says if Maduro calls Trump's bluff, the president may have to take direct military action to oust the dictator. If this includes special forces raids or boots on the ground, American casualties are possible. This is a much higher domestic political risk than cruise missile strikes or B-2 bomber raids. All the more so when Trump's isolationist base is saying that he promised to end wars, not start them. So again, the Wall Street Journal kind of highlights that we have kind of created this situation right now. And if we can't find a way for Maduro to leave power with just some airstrikes or standoff munitions, we're kind of in a tough spot. I mean, technically, we could declare victory, shift the goalposts a little bit, but we should understand that if we walk away right now after calling for Maduro to leave power and to be arrested and face charges in the United States for months, that will be viewed by our adversaries as weakness, and they will present it around the world as, look, the United States can't even take care of business just off their southern coast. What are you so worried about halfway around the world? This is a very real risk that we've created in this situation.